G'day, Dave here, the Enlightened Plumber, with today's quote. Happiness is inside you, not with another person. Happiness is inside you, not with another person. This is from John Lennon, and as with a lot of what John Lennon has said over the years, it is rather deep. So let's dive right in. Happiness being inside you. Well, happiness is about who we are, who we become, what we become, and how we feel. And that happiness aspect has to come from within me or within you. And the idea of that is that I or you are the only person, I should say you specifically, so the me getting in there doesn't ruin this, but you have to make your own happiness. And so the idea is it doesn't rely with another person, not to say that you can't be with other people and they make you happy, but your happiness is actually your choice. So if I was to hang around people who are constantly smiling, laughing, and everything else, if I am not actually agreeing with what they're smiling or the reason why they're happy and laughing and joking or whatever else, if they're, say, taking the mickey out of someone else and sort of having fun at the expense of someone else, well, that's not going to make me happy, so why should I join in and be happy? Therefore, I am not going to be happy. Therefore, those other people are not making me happy. They're not part of my happiness. It's my choice as to whether to be happy. Now, if I personally get joy out of taking the mickey and at the expense of someone else, well, maybe I can be with those people and be happy. But that's not who I am. And ideally, that's not who you are. Now, but the same goes in that in any relationship, which is the big thing, is that typically as humans, we are social, we have other friends, connections, spouses, families, kids, whatever it is, and those people make us happy. But it's more about what they're doing and how that affects us and how that interacts with us that makes us as individuals happy, not the fact that, well, I'm happy because I'm with them. I'm happy being with them because of what they've done or how they've made me feel at that moment, but that is still coming from internally. So another way of looking at this is that if I was to be surrounded by 100 people and they're all laughing and smiling and whatever and having a good time, well, then there's a good chance that I'm going to be having a good time too, just because I'm in that environment, that energy. But does that mean that if I was to go and sit in a box, in a closed room somewhere, that I am now not going to be happy? Well, possibly. That's certainly my choice. But I could just as easily go into that small enclosed space and be extremely happy. And I could be happy in that space because, well, I'm working on a craft that I'm enjoying. I am reading a book that is enlightening me, making me feel good. I could be watching TV in that room. I could be doing a whole whack of other things that shifts my thinking into doing something enjoyable, and therefore I'm enjoying that time on my own. So I don't have to be with other people. So this quote is not saying that we have to be with other people. It doesn't mean to say that we can't be, but as it says, happiness is within you. It is not reliant on someone else. And that's kind of pretty much the crux of it. So from John Lennon and myself, Dave the Enlightened Plumber, be happy today, because it's within inside you. Take care. See you on the next one.